Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. And today, I'm actually going to be taming a Rhino this time. Unlike last time, in which I failed constantly, I think I may have a method that may work. So, I have the trap that I used last episode inside this gigantic box that I've made, that I tested in single player, that should hopefully make it at least possible to keep the Rhino inside the box after it's gone ahead and impregnated a Bronto. That way I hopefully should not end up losing the Rhino to something else. I've also moved the Rhino a little bit further away, and it's somewhere that I would say is safer. Oops, sorry. So hopefully, if all goes according to plan, which it probably won't, I should be able to keep this thing in this box so that I can get, if not one, then more Rhinos up to, I have 5 Brontos. I've already tested it out, so some of them are already a little bit damaged, so I'll just grab a fresh one for now. And I'll just simply use a passive and give it one of the pheromones. And I need to very quickly damage this thing enough, which it should take 2 shots with the fabricated sniper, and 2 shots with the crossbow. Though I just want to make sure. Yep. There we go. Alright, now we open that. And I need to quickly have the Bronto eat the pheromone. There we go. Now, the last time I tested this with another one, it actually did it without me having to open any of these, but it looks like this time it won't. So, part of the advantage of this trap is that I can open up these cellar doors, which will trick the Rhino into thinking that it can get out of the trap. When in reality, I have it trapped pretty well. So I'm just going to open some of these up, and it hopefully should fly out, because it thinks that it can escape once it hits the Bronto. Let's see. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to close a bunch of them, except I'm going to mess it up. And there's an Alpha Carno right there. Though it looks like it didn't actually hit the Bronto, as it doesn't have the status effect. Okay, I think I may have closed the gates a little bit too early. It's still affected by the pheromone, so it should try one more time. Though I am a little bit concerned the Rhino may just be too healthy in order for it to work, meaning I may need to hit it, but I'm a little bit concerned to try that. It's really hard. I don't think I have the ability to check its health. Yeah, it's too high up. Oh. Now I hit the trap again. Yeah. Like I said, it's not a perfect solution, and I probably could have made it a little bit better, but I really was out of ideas. Another thing that I just thought of, and I might try, here, let's get it back in first. That's priority number 1. Need to just hit the Bronto. Seems more interested in me, though. Oh, here we go. Alright. Should hopefully try to do the attack soon. Not looking like it wants to. I'm guessing by the damage number that this thing must have some good damage. Which I don't hate, except that I'd rather it have good health. Let's try it this way. What if I pick up this... back gate's got something got a pillar blocking. I guess I'll have to do I guess I could do the one over here, actually. One in the back. Maybe that'd work. Here. Maybe I'll see that as a way to get some range on the Bronto. Or maybe it's just too far away. Here out. Oh, did I pick up the gateway itself? I did. Up that for a second. There. Alright. I will put this on the new 0 slot. Am I making this way more difficult than it should be? Probably. But I honestly have kinda ran out of ideas at this point. Oh, it's alpha boosted now. That could be a problem. Oh, well, that's not good. That's very not good. However, while we did lose a Bronto, we gained some very valuable information. Because what I did learn there is that simply opening up one of these was enough to get it to try and use a ranged attack. So I just want to get it back in the box, which it of course doesn't want to. So there, I'll close that. Head back in. And this time, I'm going to just shoot it without it being in the trap, because I now know just how much I need to shoot it. Of course, the big concern is that it didn't heal as much as I thought it did, and I accidentally kill it. Or it gets alpha boosted. That also could be a problem. Whoops. Missed. Yeah, I need to remove that Alpha Carno. Alright, well, let's go do that first. I'll do that simply by leading off a cliff. Where is it? Is it already down the cliff? Oh, it is. Here, let's just lead it away a little bit. Try and find it something else to eat. I hear a dodo. That'll work. Nothing distracts carnivores like a dodo. Okay. Try that again, shall we? So I already hit it once with the fabricated sniper, so I should just need to hit it twice with the fabricated sniper, so one more time, I guess. I don't really feel comfortable just shooting it. I feel like I'm just having to predict too many variables, so I might try and put it in the cage again. Fortunately, it's making it difficult by blocking all my entrances. Here we go, this should be... Yep. Need to put myself in first person. I can't fly in third sometimes. Oh, here we go. Alright. I will just... Yeah, I'll just try it again. That once. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Yep. Not Bloodwing. Here we go. Just a little bit more. I'll send her over there for now. Keep the Rhino on me. Alright. I'll give it 2 hits with the crossbow. Just like normal. Oh, whoops. Okay. Grab Bronto. Worst part is I know I'm... Alright, well, If it wasn't low enough before, it most definitely is now. I think I need both these things to open. It should be able to get out, though. I think. Unless the gaping... Oh. Yep, there we go. Oh, it failed. Real question is, why did it fail, though? So I re-aggro on the Bronto. There we go. Open these gates again. Or cellar doors. Gates. Alright. Now, hopefully, you should head back up and try to hit it again. Trying to keep an eye on it, but a little bit hard, and it really doesn't seem to. It's so hard to tell. I wish that, like, Reaper Queens, it emitted a particle effect when it was low enough to, try. Oh, that worked. And it didn't get out. Okay. The hard part is staying alive while I give this thing any cravings it wants. So I'll just sit here in the corner, and honestly, it might almost even be better for me to put on Gilly, but I think we'll be okay. It's also going to be difficult to figure out how much health it has. Veggie I think it takes 5, so... Come on. Gasoline. Alien soup. Okay. I think that's the third one? Gasoline or ammonite bile, please. I'm guessing black pearl. Let's go with that. Black pearl. Hold on, maybe. Do I have some magical powers? Okay, let me think. Let's go... Focal chili. For a curry. Oh, well, that is all the cravings, so... We have one. This is as good of a Rhynio as I could possibly get. Now it's all up to luck. Alright, got the baby. Just lead Mom back into the trap. Up, and... Did that work? No, it didn't. Come on. Back in. Almost there. There we go. Ah! Messed up again. Alright, once I get it back in the trap, then I'll take a look at the, baby and see how it looks. Alright, there we go. Perfect. It's not... I think we'll be okay. Maybe we won't be. Never mind, trap seems to be blocking. You're not here. I'll just get behind the wall. Okay, let's see what we have. Not bad. Good stamina, and... Okay, so he got the good stamina, weight, and damage. So, we just missed the health. So, not bad. I would have rather missed the damage, though, than the health, because then that would be a good candidate for a, for just a, resource-carrying one. Not a combat one, but... Honestly, it's still more than good enough in my eyes. Now I just need to replicate this again. But, honestly, even if I fail now, I'll still be okay. Here, I'll pull out... Actually, I think my sword should be able to work. I'll do one more. Okay, that's definitely... That's too much. That's Bit too close for comfort. Alright. Ow. Might help if I released it out of this. I'm really hoping that I can get really lucky with one of these, and it'll get all the stats that I want it to have, but we'll see. Alright, there we go. Got another one. And honestly, you know what? Here, I have an idea. Nah, it's too close. It'd be better for me to just sit down here. Let's see, what do we want? Black Pearl. Perfect. Alright. This is exciting. At least, I've gotten one. That's more than I can ask for. I got one that was as good as I could do. It's not the perfect one that I would have dreamed for, but Quetzalcoatl. You know what? Here. We got a limited number of Brontos, so quickly put on passive. I'll feed it one. I think that it should be low enough to try it again, I think. I don't know for sure, though. Oh well, we'll see. I was going to disassemble this trap, but honestly, I was going to disassemble this trap when I was done with this episode, but I might keep it just because it's working so well. It's even really easy to close the gates again, so that's also really nice. Okay, it's going ranged, so if it can try to hit the Bronto, it would. I need to lay it back in though. Got out. Alright, I think I might need to poke it. Alright. There we go. A little bit of a poke. Alright. There we go. It missed. Come back down here, please. Come on. You're smarter than that. Maybe. Alright. There we go. Uh-oh. Thank you. One more time, please. I messed it up again. I wonder if me sitting in that corner causes problems. I wonder if when I'm in that corner, it re-aggroes, and that causes an issue. I'll sit back here. Just worried that the Bronto's gonna end up just dying to the Rhino beating it up, though. No, don't re-aggro. Well, I need to go hit it again. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright. If this goes better. Oh, don't do that. There. And it wants element. Okay, I'm going to just keep attempting this. And I will bring you guys back when I have all the babies that I'm able to get. So I shall hopefully be back with a bunch of baby rhinos. Okay, so I was only able to get one more as it ended up killing the R2 Brontos. So we have two right here, and it seems that both of them missed out on the good health. So one of them has a worse weight stat. So I guess that one's going to have to be my my more travel-based one, I guess, the one I'll use just to get around the map. I'm thinking that I want to have one that's different just because it might, it'll be nice to have one to kind of replace what I currently use my RG for, which is just as a main flying mount. And then I'll have one for just transporting resources. But honestly, I may just take the better one and just use them as the same as, honestly, I don't really think I need to have more than one. I think that the ones that I got today are, well, the better of the two is good enough. I mean, I've been using this same RG and I've been perfectly fine, so I don't think that I'll need to split it with Rhinios, at least not yet. That being said, though, I do want to feed it this Phiomia, just to heal it a little bit. Nope, it got out. Here, I'll let it kill the Phiomia anyway. But I want to let it heal up, but at the same time, I also want it to be able to, I want it to heal, but I also want it to stay in the trap so I can use it later if I ever decide to come back. Which I probably will. I think I will. I mean, no reason not to. So I'll just leave it in the trap here. Struggle to get out again. It's got a Phiomia in there that it can feed on and heal back up. Or it's just gonna keep finding this Dimorph. I'll have to finish it off for it. There we go. Alright, hopefully it'll aggro onto the Phiomia, and it will heal from eating it, and then I can come back and use it later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go grow up probably both these guys. I actually didn't check, but what traits do they have? Tenacious and Exotic Carrier. Okay, so Tenacious is, okay, so good trait on the better one. So I'll grow this one up just to have a backup in case things don't go planned and I end up losing the other one. But for the most part, I think that I'm going to be just fine. There we go. Alright, it should hopefully be able to eat that, I think. Let's see. Come on, one more. There we go. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go grow these guys up, and then once they're done, I can go take it out and we can see if it's any good. Alright, so Rhinio's all grown up, and stats are pretty decent. I mean, 4,500 health is pretty good. We've got about 2,000 weight. It's already more than what Bloodwing had, and the damage should obviously be better, so I just want to go and test out just how much damage it actually does have. I do have an Autumn Drakeling, which should increase the damage a little bit, so might have to take it with a little bit of skepticism, but it's already pretty good. Not to mention that it can attack on the ground. It's got faster attack speed. I did have some resin, but I might have lost it when I picked him up, so let me just go quickly check. Still have that Parasurf from last episode. I've been meaning to throw it in the Biogrinder, but kind of just like keeping him around. Left this one here just to sit for a little bit. I'll probably go ahead and get it, I'll probably go ahead and put it in a ball eventually, just in case I ever end up losing this one. I'll have a backup. I do want to try and get more at some point, but I also need to go ahead and do a Dino Wipe soon, because Fear Ascended 2 will be coming out soon, and I do want to hunt down many of the new ghost creatures that are coming out. So I also plan on taming that Giga we found next episode. I want to get that before things reset, so I'll have to come up with a way to tame that thing. But anyway, yeah, let's see how much damage it does. It's been a while since I've used one of these things, and it's been a very long time since I've tried the Resident Attack, so I just want to remember how I switch it. Left control. Alright. This is the humming one, right? Yeah, alright. Then this should be it's the lava large. Create a puddle of it. which I think does damage as well, right? Yeah, alright. I wish that the damage the resin did at least scaled a little bit with the melee damage. I understand that having a flyer this strong able to do that much damage might be a little bit overpowered, but the fact that you're limited at only 75, 150, and 300 damage for your ranged attacks is it's a little bit useless in PvE. Like that. Yeah, I also forgot that you can use redder weaponry on the back of these things. Though I have a setting that allows that. I know that that's not on by default, but there is a server setting. I decided to enable it a while ago, specifically because of the change they did to Rhinios as well as rock drakes that prevents you from being able to use weapons on the back of them on a PvP server without enabling the setting. So I turned it on because honestly I think that at the very least the rock drake should. I don't know about the Rhynio. I mean, I've always, back when I originally played on Evolved, I was used to it, so I just saw it as part of these things, but I do understand that it's a little bit overpowered to be able to hold out weapons, especially considering that you can pick up very large creatures, and I think back on Evolved you could shoot through the Rhynio to knock them out, so you could knock out Rexes incredibly easy, but I don't know if that works in Ascended. I don't know if the upgrade physics engine changed it, so let's see if it works. Oh, it does. Okay, so yeah, you can easily knock out very large creatures simply by just picking them up and shooting straight through the Rhynio. That being said, I'll let him go. I don't need to go ahead and kill him. But yeah, I do want to quickly go check to see if the female, that I guess this thing's mother, is still there, just so I can try to get some more later on. But it'll definitely be nice having this significantly larger weight pool, especially once I level it. I do want to get a little bit of stamina. I don't know how much I want to go for. I'm thinking I'll probably go around 2k. I would like to have enough to be able to cross the entire map on just one thing of stamina, but at the same time, I do want to leave room to put some points in the weight and health and even some of the damage, because until I get another Rhynio, I think this thing's going to be my main flyer for getting around the map. Maybe, we'll see. If I get a good Wyvern, I might use that. But, I don't know. Definitely want to use one of them. I just don't get to use Rhynios that often. Wyverns are on quite a few maps, and Rhynios aren't, but I guess in Ascended they've definitely been expanding them now that they're on Rag and Val, which is very nice. I like that they've added them to multiple maps. I think that was a really good decision. I remember being upset when they only spawned on the island in Lost Island, because just two maps that I never really went to that much, and they were really rare on them, but they definitely are easy to find on Val, and it's good that the female's still there. I have to get some more before I dino wipe for the Fear Ascended. But yeah, definitely feel a lot better now that I actually got one of these things, and honestly it wasn't too bad. And the trap definitely works, so I do recommend if you are trying to get multiple Rhynios from one female that you do build something similar. You could probably build just walls above the gates, or just one gate and multiple walls in order to make it work. You could definitely go another way. That's about the cheapest way that I could think. But if you don't want to make the I guess containment box so tall that the Rhynio can just do the stab beforehand, if you don't want to make it that tall where you don't have to create an opening, using the cellar doors is definitely a really nice option. I'm glad I thought of that. And again, the trap I use, there's a link in the last episode to the video showing you how to make it. It's pretty simple, but definitely go check it out if you want to get yourself a Rhynio. It's very nice for helping you weaken them and allows you to stay a safe distance away from them while also being able to get close enough to look at them with a magnifying glass. Though, I must say, having this ridiculous armor did help. You know what? I'm gonna go head up to the loot cave now that I think about it. I want to see if this thing can fit in there, and the high-level creatures would be a really good way to level this thing. I don't have a way to give this guy an XP bonus. I wish that Broths of Enlightenment worked on Tames. At least maybe not as much as they do on Survivors, but just some way to give a experience multiplier to creatures, because Explorer notes are only on certain maps, and it's just kind of annoying, so I'll just quickly head up there, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, up at the loot cave. See if we can fit a Rhino inside. I think it might be too big. Let's see if I land, if I can make it. No, I think it is too big. Oh well. I should be able to get through this little spot right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now I'm good. Though, also webbed. So I can take out some of these snakes. I don't really feel like fighting an Arthur. That's not really worth it. Let's see if I can handle these bats. Definitely need to be careful. Don't want to get hit too much. Damage is high. Probably should have brought the, got some more resin. I'll have to go get some more of that. I'm curious to see... I don't know. Does resin prevent bleed? Because maybe I'll take the other one. So I guess it has less health, I think. No, it was missing the weight. Okay, actually, I might be able to turn one of these guys, Rabies, into a tank for trying to tame that Giga. If resin can go ahead and ignore bleed, if the armor makes it so I can't be bled, then maybe a good option. My other idea, though, would be to just get, what do you call it? Wyvern milk, and give it to my, Reaper. Because the natural damage reduction a Reaper will have would be incredibly helpful, but the, bleed would be an issue, so I could just get around that by simply putting Wyvern milk, because that should make you immune to bleed. At least it used to. Let's see. That got us any XP. And not that much. Not really worth it. Oh well. So, gotta say, this guy's a little bit big to try and run this cave with. Let's see. Decent. I'll take the ammo, and I'll take that fabricated pistol. I don't want to use a standard shotgun. I won't wait for a pump action, and it's not high enough quality that I would consider using it for the tinkering desk. Let's see, can I just hover here and... Oh, I can, perfect. Another good long neck, not better than what I already have, but I'll keep it just in case I ever lose one I have and don't have the materials to make another one. Let's check out the blue drop. I also don't know if, am I immune to aggro? That's a good pike blueprint. Will they just not fight me? Spiders will. The bats won't. That's good to know. That'll make this cave a little bit easier if bats will just ignore me. I might, just decide to leave, maybe not Bloodwing, but another RG here permanently, though, just to use in this cave. I've seen that I can't just have a Rhynio flying on its own. It might be better to just leave an RG, or maybe I'll tame like a Pteranodon or something. Something that can easily get around the cave and make looting it a little bit easier. I need to figure out if there's Deinonychus or Megaraptor saddles in here, though. So I haven't seen any. There used to be Deinonychus saddles? I think. I'm pretty sure I've gotten Deinonychus saddles from this back on Evolved, but I haven't seen any on Ascended, and I haven't seen any Megaraptor saddles anywhere, and I have plans for both of them once I mutate them. I have big plans for the Megaraptor to really test just how good of a creature it is, so I'm really excited and hope that I can get to that point, but at the same time, if I can't get a good saddle, then that might make it a little bit difficult, so I'll have to check the normal supply crates as well. Maybe they'll have some, or maybe there's some other cave here that will have the loot pool contain those saddles, hopefully. But it doesn't seem that the normal loot cave does. I'm actually curious, can I? Cannot fly a Rhynio in there. Alright, that's unfortunate. Wanted to see just because they can move on the ground so well, and they can also go underwater if it would allow me to take it in there. Just quickly hop over to the other side so I can go ahead and hop on. I messed that up a bit, though. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got one of these things. I don't get to use them enough. Really late game creature. I'm still not the biggest fan of how they handled this thing. I wish that it was more of a damage-based creature and not a weight-based creature. I mean, I like that it can go both ways, but I don't know. I feel that it would have been nice to have it be more of a damage creature. That way the Quetzal could still be the most capable for carrying vast quantities of resources from point A to point B. But these things are definitely nice, and I don't get to use them enough. I really do enjoy them. And I hope that we get to see them come to more maps in the future. It's been nice seeing them get added to Ragnarok and now here to Valguero. Only makes this map even better, which, honestly, was hard to do, but adding Brynios was definitely something that this map really benefited from. I don't have any resin. I won't try to shoot it down. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this one, though. So, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully this one has a much better ending than last episode. I finally got one, so I'm happy, and I'm not too tired this time, so it wasn't too bad. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.